Go get a new club. Manager Amorim'S brutal message to Garnacho after stubborn behaviour excludes him from Manchester United's Premier League Summer Series squad. In a dramatic twist during Manchester United's triumphant Premier League Summer Series campaign, manager Ruben Amorim made headlines for his uncompromising stance on discipline, delivering a harsh ultimatum to young Argentine winger Alejandro Garnacho. Amid growing tensions behind the scenes, Amorim publicly admonished Garnacho's recent behaviour, bluntly suggesting that the 20-year-old consider finding a new club if he couldn't align with the team's standards. The fallout from this bold statement has sent shockwaves through the club and wider footballing community. The context: why was Garnacho left out? Alejandro Garnacho, once considered one of Manchester United's brightest young stars, was noticeably absent from the squad that clinched the Summer Series title. The omission raised eyebrows among fans and pundits alike, especially given Garnacho's impressive performances the previous season. Initially believed to be a tactical decision, reports soon emerged detailing a different story. According to sources close to the team, Garnacho had exhibited a stubborn and defiant attitude during pre-season training sessions. He had allegedly clashed with coaching staff over tactical instructions, failed to respond well to feedback, and demonstrated a lack of discipline that ultimately forced Amorim's hand. This was not an isolated incident. Concerns about Garnacho's maturity and professionalism had been quietly brewing for months, but it wasn't until this summer that the situation reached a boiling point. There are standards at this club, a senior club official told reporters anonymously. And if players, no matter how talented, fail to meet them, there are consequences. Amorim's no-nonsense response. Manager Ruben Amorim is known for his clarity, discipline, and commitment to team values. In a post-match press conference following United's 3-1 win over Chelsea in the Summer Series finale, Amorim addressed the Garnacho situation head-on. If Alejandro continues down this path, he might want to consider looking for a new club, Amorim said. This is Manchester United. We demand professionalism, humility, and hard work. Talent alone is not enough. Amorim's words were brutal, direct, and deliberate, a wake-up call not just for Garnacho, but for every young player aspiring to make their mark under his leadership. His message sent a clear signal: no player is bigger than the club. The manager's authority must be respected, and adherence to the collective ethos of Manchester United is non-negotiable. A clash of talent and temperament. Garnacho's raw ability is undeniable. The Argentine winger burst onto the scene with flair, pace, and confidence. His fearless dribbling and decisive goals earned him a loyal following and comparisons to past club legends. But with that rise in fame came increased scrutiny, and mounting concerns about his attitude. Insiders revealed that Garnacho has become increasingly resistant to coaching. His reluctance to adapt to Amorim's structured tactical approach reportedly frustrated both senior players and staff. Rather than embracing feedback, Garnacho often interpreted criticism as personal attacks, leading to tension during training and behind closed doors. While some chalk this up to youthful immaturity, others view it as a red flag that could hinder his development unless addressed swiftly. Football isn't just about flair and highlight reels, said former United captain Gary Neville during a recent Sky Sports segment. It's about discipline, positional awareness, and fitting into a system. Garnacho is gifted, but talent without application is a wasted opportunity. United Summer Series triumph, a model of discipline and unity. While Garnacho watched from the sidelines, Manchester United's squad showcased fluid attacking play, structured pressing, and team cohesion, all hallmarks of Amorim's philosophy. The Summer Series featured wins against Chelsea, Aston Villa, and Real Betis, with young talents like Kobbie Mainoo and Amad Diallo stepping up impressively. The absence of Garnacho wasn't felt on the pitch, which only added fuel to the narrative that Amorim's system thrives on collective effort rather than individual brilliance. We want players who fight for each other, who listen, who grow, Amorim stated. There are no exceptions. Every player, whether 18 or 30, is expected to give their all. This statement served both as an endorsement of the squad's unity and as a subtle warning to any player unwilling to toe the line. The crossroads, what's next for Garnacho? Garnacho now finds himself at a critical juncture in his career. At just 20 years old, he still has time to course correct, but the window to do so is narrowing. The Premier League season is just weeks away, and United are actively finalising their squad. Reports have already linked Garnacho to clubs in Spain, Germany, and Italy, with Atletico Madrid and AC Milan said to be monitoring the situation. However, any potential move would come with the unspoken expectation that Garnacho mature fast. Remaining at Manchester United would likely require a sincere change in attitude, a return to the training ground with humility, and a willingness to accept Amorim'S guidance. Greater than, he's still young, said former manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer when asked about Garnacho. But being at Manchester United comes with responsibility. If he wants to succeed, he'll need to grow, mentally and emotionally. Fan reactions, split between sympathy and support for Amorim. Garnacho's situation has sparked a storm of debate across social media. Some fans are calling for patience, arguing that young players make mistakes and should be given space to learn. Greater than, he's a kid. Let him mess up and learn, one fan tweeted. Don't destroy his confidence over one bad attitude spell. Others, however, are firmly in Amorim's corner. Greater than, this is exactly what we've needed, a manager with a backbone, wrote another. Too many players have coasted in recent years. Time to bring back discipline. The fanbase is clearly divided, but most agree on one thing. Garnacho must take personal responsibility for his actions if he wishes to remain part of the club's long-term future. The bigger picture, Amorim's vision for Manchester United. This incident isn't just about one player. It reflects a larger cultural shift taking place at Manchester United under Amorim. The Portuguese manager, who has already impressed with his clarity and tactical acumen, is working to build a resilient, professional, and unified squad. His philosophy is rooted in accountability. Every player, regardless of age or fame, is treated equally. His strict standards, though at times polarizing, are aimed at restoring a winning culture, something United has desperately needed after years of inconsistency. By confronting Garnacho's behavior publicly, Amorim is reinforcing that no one is above the process, and that long-term success demands sacrifice, discipline, and character. A defining moment for Garnacho's career. There's a saying in football, you either learn or you leave. For Alejandro Garnacho, this could not be more apt. Whether he remains at Manchester United or seeks a fresh start elsewhere, this episode will likely define the trajectory of his professional journey. Will he mature into a focused, team-oriented player who fulfills his enormous potential? Or will he become another cautionary tale of talent squandered due to ego and impatience? The ball is in his court. Conclusion, grow or go. As Manchester United moves forward with a renewed sense of purpose and direction, the message from Ruben Amorim is resoundingly clear: this is not a club for complacency. Garnacho, a player blessed with talent that could one day make him a global superstar, must now confront his reality. His actions have consequences, and the manager's message was not a threat, it was a call to action. The choice he makes in the coming weeks will not only determine his role at Manchester United but may shape his entire career. As the football world watches closely, one truth remains: at Manchester United under Amorim, there is no room for passengers. It's either adapt and rise, or go get a new club.